Well, hello, readers. Welcome back. Yesterday, we started the book Fletcher and the Springtime Blossoms, and we left off at this part where all of the characters were really excited to go play in the snow. Do you remember the other characters? Who else is in this book? We know Fletcher the Fox. Who else do you see? Go ahead and say it out loud. Gosh, they were getting really excited, weren't they? They were heading down to the orchard. And remember, an orchard is a place with lots of fruit trees. And the ground was white with, what was it? What did you predict? What do you think is going to happen now? Maybe some of you were predicting they might have a snowball fight. Maybe there wasn't going to be any snow. Maybe they were going to build a snow fort. What did you predict is going to happen next? Let's find out. The ground was white with blossoms. Blossoms bobbing in the branches, blossoms blowing in the breeze, blossoms blanketing the ground, and not a snowflake to be found. Those are blossoms, not snow, you foolish fox, the animals cried. Fletcher blinked and rubbed his eyes, feeling very silly. And that's true. I don't know if you knew this, but fruit is always a flower first. So before an apple becomes an apple, there's an apple blossom. And just like in the autumn, the blossoms fall to the ground. You might have seen some of those beautiful purple jacaranda trees in Barcelona. They're blooming and their blossoms are falling to the ground. So let's see. But then the animals scooped up pawfuls and clawfuls of blossoms from the ground and covered him in a tickly shower of fluttering white petals. Fletcher and his friends ran and played between the trees until at last they all collapsed in a blossomy, soft white heap. Like a big heap is a big pile. I don't know if you ever raked up fall leaves before, but would be kind of like the same thing. They're playing in all the beautiful petals. How fun. Then the birds fluttered back to their branch with beakfuls of blossoms to line their nest. That would be nice and soft, wouldn't it? Porcupine snuffled off up the slope, his quills dotted with tiny white petals. Squirrel went chasing up and down trees after snow white petals dancing in the breeze. And the rabbits bounced back up the hill with blossoms to brighten their burrow. Rabbits live in underground burrows. That would be so nice and soft for them to sleep on, wouldn't it? How cozy. Gosh, this really feels like When the Leaves Fell in that autumn book with Fletcher, doesn't it? Let's see what happens next. But Fletcher just lay smiling in his soft bed of petals, watching the blossoming branches bobbing overhead. Gosh, what do you predict Fletcher's thinking right now? Or maybe how he's feeling? Think he feels silly?